Hello everyone, Michael here for Tactica Imperialis with an Age of Sigmar battle report. This is probably the dumbest idea for a battle report we have ever had. It's, as you probably noticed from this side, it's an all-mounted Elven and Bloodbound. My excuse is it's Khorne and Kane versus an entire wall of stuff of Stormcast and Dwarves. So we'll go through this side first. We've got 5 Illyrian Reavers, 5 Dragon Princes, Prince on Dragon, Prince on Griffin, 5 Cold One Knights, 10 Silver Helms, 3 Dragon Ogres, 2 separate units of Gorby's Chariots, 6 Juggernauts, Mighty Skullcrushers, sorry, 6 Flesh Hounds, and a Lord on Juggernaut. Both our generals, we're both running a general, which will be my Dragon and Kieran's Juggerlord. Yeah. And in terms of some terrain, there is also an Entercelled hill here and mystical.
Is it Entercelled?
Entercelled, but I think its official name is mystical. Mystical buildings here, and there's an inspiring tower here, an arcane hill here. Not that there is any magic. The houses we left alone, and 2 sinister pieces of terrain as well. On this side, we have 5 Liberators, a Lord Celestant on Dracoth, a Dragon Slayer, which I'm terrified about. 4 Retributors, Lord Relictor, 5 more Liberators, 2 units of 10 Warriors, 10 Ironbreakers without their arms, 5 Judicators, a Dwarf Lord, a unit of 10 Warriors, 10 Thunderers, 10 more Warriors, a Flame Cannon, a Cannon, and a Grudge Thrower, a Runesmith, and a Master Engineer. Suffice to say that if this gets firing, we lose. That little corner is basically what's going to decide the game, I think. So basically the whole theory behind this is kind of a charge of the Light Brigade style mission. It's going to be hilarious. Now we finished the point first, so we're going to be going first, and it's going to be mayhem. I'm not quite sure who's going to win. We've actually just done a little round tournament and we found that Dwarf Artillery is busted and if Stormcast get up in your face, they're a little bit annoying. But
winning turn 2.
Yes, being tabled on turn 2 isn't fun.
I held out against all the armies till at least turn 4.
Yeah, anyway, so we're going to get going and we're going to come back at the end of the Light Brigade, turn 1. End of turn 1 for the cavalry, we got screwed over. The Juggernauts, the Dragon Ogres, and the Silver Helms were all encercelled by the terrain and couldn't do anything. Great disaster. In other news, the Illyrian Reavers failed to do any damage with their shooting and everything else just ran. The Dragon's up there, the Griffin's down there, and now we're about to die to a horde of artillery. And there's some prosecutors that I forgot to mention there, just over there. They're going to come in and probably wreck some face, but we'll see, because they're quite bad in melee. So, anyway, we'll come back at the end of camping in a corner artillery line, Stormcast and Dwarves, turn 1. End of turn 1 for the camping in a corner, the Dragon's Day. 2 shots from the Grudge Thrower, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s, doing 3 damage each, which is pretty powerful. Flame Cannon did basically 2d6 mortal wounds, and then Sigmar Archers with the only thing actually got to save against killed it. Pretty good, gotta say. And then the Gorby's Chariot was obliterated by the cannon as well. I have to say, the Lord's Ancestral Grudge for +1 to wound was pretty nasty. Although to be fair, did that actually made a difference? Did it? No, I don't think so. No, which is the only thing it could have made a difference on. So yeah, it would have been nasty, and it's going to be really nasty later. But yep. In any other news, actually no, nothing else died. Nothing else happened, so we're going to roll for turn. We'll see who goes first into the second battle round. Kieran's going to roll for us, and he gets a 2.
I get a 4.
James gets a 4.
Probably actually, I don't know.
So, do you want to go first this round or not?
Probably, we can just shoot them all.
Yeah, probably.
Very well.
That's better.
Rowan, you're playing the equivalent of town. Stop saying you feel bad. Come back at the end of camping army, Stormcast and Dwarves, turn 2. End of turn 2 for Stormcast and Dwarves. The Griffin is now 4 wounds. It took 2 earlier. The Drakon took 2 off earlier. And it took another 1 off, and the Grudge Thrower pinged off another 3. The Prince has lost 2 wounds as well. Through Sigmar Archers, and the Gorby's Chariot took a shot from the cannon, which took 7 wounds off, so it's not actually dead, which is a start.
Very well, though.
James seems to have forgotten that his prosecutors exist.
I haven't forgotten them, I'm leaving them tactically.
He says.
To surprise you.
He says.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Do you want to shoot the Gorby's Chariot?
Champions out. I could have got like 3-4 guys in actually.
Oh well, you know for next time. So we're going to come back at the end of the Light Brigade of Dead, turn 2. End of turn 2 for the cavalry. This was the charge of such as dreams are made on. The Dragon Prince, the Cold Ones, and the Silver Helms, and the Gorby smashed in, took out the Liberators, 2 Retributors, and put 4 wounds onto the Lord Relictor. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite kill him. The Prince got through and charged the Dragon Slayer. They shared 3 wounds on the Slayer for 2 wounds on the Prince. The Griffin completely whiffed. It charged into the Liberators, who then punched it to death. The Dracoth also did a bit as well. And I lost 1 Dragon Prince and lost a wound. I lost a wound on a Silver Helm, and I lost a wound on a Cold One Knight. So, not too bad. So, we're now going to roll for turn. Oh, the Dragon Oaks are also still back there because they failed again. So, rolling for turn. James rolls a 2, 4, and Kieran rolls a 1. Not a good time to roll a 1, Kieran.
It's fine.
So, I'm assuming you're taking turn.
Yes.
No surprises there. We're going to come back at the end of Dwarfcast turn 3. End of Dwarfcast turn 3, so the Dragon Princes are all dead. The Cold One Knights are down to 1, who runs away because I rolled a terrible battle shot. And Silver Helms are down to 3, and they lost 7, so they're down to bravery 7. They still have a banner, so +1. They're fine. And this guy is down to bravery 3, and he holds as well. Actually, I don't think I got to attack with him, but I just want to make it. Well, I was, my whole unit was. So if your relic took a pile in, my dad can pile in.
Yeah.
So I'll pile in, do like 1 attack, hits, wounds,
2 or 3,
3 up save,
4, 5 or 6.
takes the wounds.
He's down to 6.
And then the purebred gets a hit and a wound. So yep, there you go, that's what happened there. This is the dead pile for the turn. Suffice to say, Dwarven artillery with runesmiths and engineers is probably the strongest thing in the game, and I've faced ogres, I should know. Right, so we're going to come back at the end of cavalry, turn 3. End of cavalry turn 3, the Silver Helms charged up there, did nothing, and got nothing done in return.
Yeah, you killed a dwarf.
No, I didn't, you saved it.
I killed them.
The Flesh Hounds killed 4, but they passed the battle shot test for 1 wound suffered in return. The other Reaver got completely mulched and didn't do any more damage. He did shoot a wound off though. The Dragon Ogres finally decided they'd like to move, and the Skull Crushers, well, they didn't.
It's going well.
So we're going to roll off now for turn 4.
You rolled. I was terrible. I rolled all 1s.
2.
Oh, we win!
Rowan wide.
So we are going to take this one, I think. And we're going to come back at the end of
First things first.
remaining cavalry turn 4. End of cavalry turn 4, Dragon Ogres charged the warriors and did nothing. 1 Silver Helm died, another one lost a wound. The Flesh Hounds wiped out that squad, and the Lord failed his charge, unfortunately. The Juggernauts actually got to move for once, which was nice. And,
Of course, they are near the terrain again, so they might just stop.
no, that one's -1 bravery.
Is it? Oh, that's upsetting.
So, otherwise, your Flesh Hounds are going to be riding in for days. So, yeah, there's currently 2 models left in my army, plus half of Kieran's army, but it's, yeah, there's an artillery battery sat right there that probably will change that in a minute. So, we're going to come back at the end of Dwarfcast turn 4. End of Dwarfcast turn 4. 1 Silver Helm's died, the Lord has died, a bunch of Flesh Hounds have died, and the Dragon Ogres, I think there was 1 left.
No, they're all dead.
They're all dead as well. So we're calling the game here. It's the end. It's been a complete disaster.
It went well.
Well, you did
Well, I would say otherwise.
Well, it went well for them because Dwarven artillery is amazing.
You did call it charge of the Light Brigade, though.
I did call it charge of the Light Brigade because I knew I was going to lose to your stupid artillery.
Oh, calm yourself, please.
Your artillery on its own isn't actually that bad. It's just engineers and runesmiths break it. Anyway, whatever. That is the end of the game. It's a victory for basically Order, Forces of Order, because I was sort of playing a K-Knight list in my lore head anyway. So thank you very much for watching this battle report. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and yeah, thank you very much. My name is Michael for Tactica Imperialis, and we will all see you again.